Maybe a much-needed shot of the arm for British and Russian relations as a result of Brexit and Donald Trump's election victory. That was the key message from the first day of a business forum taking place in London. Harry Fear was there.
Yeah, the first day of the Russian-British Business Forum. And the business leaders there in attendance, well, spoke of a more hopeful trade and geopolitical future between Russia and Britain, especially in light of the vote for Brexit. And the chairman of the all-party parliamentary group on Russia, he was in attendance there, and he struck a surprisingly upbeat tone. Listen to what he said.
We don't try and be a cheerleader for Russia. We just seek to understand the Russian position. I think relations have been bad, but I think they're only going to improve now, partly because of world events. I think the election of Donald Trump is going to make a big difference. He wants to move towards more normalisation of relations, and we will follow his lead, I suspect. And also the election, I hope, of François Fillon as President of France, who wants to have more normal relations. So I think it's all a good sign. Our priority's got to be for peace. I mean, that's what I'm really interested in. Russia's not going to give up Crimea. So, I mean, relations will gradually normalise.
We'll talk there then of even normalising relations between the countries. Well, the Russian ambassador to the UK was also at the conference, and he said that the forum was a good place to assert good faith between the nations. Now, of course, the issue of sanctions came up. Listen to this.
There's a feeling in Russia that sanctions are really now sort of sidelined. And my own personal view is that we'll look back in 5 years' time in a period where sanctions applied and low oil prices really helped Russia focus on diversifying its economy with import substitution, greater exports, modernising its economy. So although politically sanctions are quite an issue, economically I think the worst period for Russia with current sanctions is past, and I think they may well turn out in the long term to be a positive factor in Russia's economic progress.
So if the mood music from this conference so far is anything to go by then, well, murmurings of a possible change in tone from the British towards Russia.